Coming up on Wyln News, a suspect in a 2015 homicide will go to trial next year. This is your news choice. Wyln News starts right now.
From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A suspect in a 2015 homicide will be going to trial early next year. 47-year-old Gene Hawkins is accused of stabbing to death 34-year-old LaShawn Overton of Brooklyn, New York, in Hazleton. After a hearing in Luzerne County Court yesterday, Hawkins' trial date has been set for February 5th. Prosecutors allege the two men lived in the same apartment complex on Grant Street in Hazleton at the time when they argued. Hawkins, according to witnesses, went to his apartment, got a knife, lunged at Overton, and stabbed him at the apartment complex in the chest. Hawkins, according to witnesses, Overton then fired shots at Hawkins but missed. Overton died after being found bleeding in a parking lot on South Grant Street. Hawkins is still in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility. The man that fired a weapon at police from inside the home before setting it on fire and trying to run away was in a Columbia County courtroom on Monday. Barry Franchione of Berwick had no comment about the accusations against him as he walked into court. Police say he intentionally set his LaSalle Street home on fire July 7th. Police had been called to the scene that morning after someone reported that Franchione threatened to blow the building up while others were inside. He's also accused of booby-trapping the house, making it difficult for firefighters to put out the flames. His wife said it's very unlike him.
Saw this coming at all. Nobody.
He's always been a great father, a great grandfather, a hard worker. He's sorry. I mean, you could see just by looking at him, it wasn't him that day.
Since his arrest, he's been charged with an additional firearms count. Police say a bullet from Franchione's weapon entered an apartment at the Monroe Street apartment complex. A Luzerne County judge has put a murder trial for a local teen on hold indefinitely. Zachary Hockenberry is charged with, among other charges, murder for the death of David Sinaraki in September 2016. The judge hearing the case agreed with defense experts and ruled the teen is incompetent to stand trial due to a medical condition that affects his brain. The defense had no comment on the ruling. Prosecutors say the 15-year-old allegedly went into his neighbor's home in Kingston Township, assaulted Sindaraki's wife and daughter, then stabbed the 45-year-old man in the chest. Hockenberry is currently being held in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility without bail. No motive for the attack has been given. The future of the Whitehaven Center is up in the air. A proposed bill would close Whitehaven Center and other state institutions for people with intellectual disabilities by 2023. State Representative Jerry Mullery met with executives and center officials from the State Department of Human Services Monday morning. The center is located just outside of Whitehaven in Foster Township. The bill to close the centers in Pennsylvania comes from Representative Carrie Binginghoff in Center County. If the bill passes, hearings would be held in communities where the centers are located. Caring for a person in an institution like Whitehaven costs an average of $350,000 a year, whereas community care costs less than half that, according to Binginghoff. The sale of a fire truck in the city of Hazleton has some uneasy. One city councilman wants to see if other communities are interested in buying the 1992 fire engine before the city accepts the loan offer they received from a community in the Dominican Republic. The city is replacing the 1992 KME pumper with a 2017 KME rescue pumper that will be delivered in September. Officials from the Dominican Republic province of San Jose de Oco learned that the older pumper from Hazleton was available for purchase, so they submitted an offer. Now, Councilman David Sosar wants to see if one of Hazleton's sister cities in Poland or Italy are interested in buying the vehicle before that decision is made. The city will await to hear from their sister cities before voting on selling the older engine. The waters may have receded, but there's still a flood of words rushing between officials. On Monday, water from Solomon's Creek in Wilkes-Barre rose quickly, and city officials put up floodgates. Wilkes-Barre Mayor Tony George expressed concern that some of the problem could have been averted with help from the Luzerne County Flood Protection Authority. He said they weren't available to turn on the Solomon Creek pump station. Later in the day, the mayor responded to an email from Senator Bob Casey's office asking what happened with the flood threat. In it, he wrote they, the Luzerne County Flood Protection Authority, are more worried about runners on the top of the dike than the safety and loss of property for our residents. The Flood Protection Authority's executive director, Chris Belleman, responded. He countered that they are available around the clock and were never contacted by anyone from the city. He added the mayor's comments indicate a complete ignorance on how the pump station downstream works, and it would have been no help. Belleman also referenced a debris blockage that formed in an underpass in Hanover Township where Solomon Creek flows. That blockage was removed by heavy equipment brought in by PennDOT. Coming up on WYLN News, a public meeting planned on a new hotel, plus saying thank you by giving back. WYLN's Maria Senti has that story. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Sometimes you're just being a kid. Fans on their feet. Look at that. Play with some more toys.
What a day. It's a crazy feeling.
Big smiles. This place is a blast, man. It's so much fun.
All day.
Your body was made to move fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to watch archive shows and a live stream of our broadcast shows. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Another hotel could be coming to Hazel Township if approved by the Hazel Township Zoning Board. Samayu Hospitality LLC is seeking height and area variances for a Hilton Hotel at 51 Station Circle in Hazel Township. At the next meeting of the Zoning Board, a developer will pitch a plan to build the new 96-room hotel off Station Circle in Humboldt Station. The hotel is proposed for Humboldt Station that has grown in recent years with development of Turkey Hill, a Residence Inn, Burger King, Sonic, and Coordinated Health Hospital. The public meeting, August 7th at the Hazel Township Commons Building. This morning, the finishing touches were put on the new Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce offices in their new location. WYLN's Gary Perna took a tour of that new location with President Mary Malone today.
This week, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce started a new chapter in their new old home in the Markle building. Everyone that packed up their stuff and moved from 20 West Broad Street to 8 West Broad Street is experiencing this for the very first time. A number of years ago, the Chamber got its start right here on the second floor of the Markle building. Chamber President Mary Malone said most of the boxes are unpacked and just about everyone is settled into their new offices.
Well, really excited, Gary, that today we had our first joint meeting with our new partners and our neighbors here in the Hayden Tower at the Markle building, Arcel and the Center for Independent Living, right in this great conference room space that oversees a very important intersection at Wyoming and Broad Street. And so we were chuckling and chatting right before the meeting started, and it really is the perfect location because, again, all that's going on in the downtown and the thoroughfare there.
Malone said last week was very interesting as a lot of moving was going on.
It was a very busy week. Special thanks and a shout out to our friends at Keystone Job Corps, in particular the students that helped 2 long, hard days of moving. You'd be surprised what you can collect over 7 years that we were at the 20 West Broad Street location, and so we were able to put into storage plus set up our space up here, and so we're extremely thankful for the work that they did to help it make it happen.
Now everything is settled and the Chamber is picking right back up where it left off just a week ago.
Chamber is about is our membership and what they need for their business success. And so, like any time I think that you're doing cleaning up or house cleaning or getting ready for a move, you know what, Gary, we did happen to find, and I love this, 2 of our former the membership placards that went out to all of the businesses, and so we now have them prominently displayed in our conference room. And really, just as a reminder, back from 1958 and 1948, that again, it's what we can do as a business community together to make the quality of life for all better in the Greater Hazleton community.
And if you visit the new office, you will notice some pictures and remembrance of why the Chamber is here.
And actually, Gary, I'm glad that you said that, because this move did give, remember, I'm only in my position since May of 2014, so really a short-termer compared to an organization with 125 years. And the trophy that's right next to Rocco's hat that he always had on whenever you saw Rocco Sr., Colangelo Sr., who was, along with our own Joe Scarcella, one of the founding fathers in FunFest. That trophy is actually from what preceded FunFest, which was the Mummers Day parade. And so again, that piece of history. So for a relative newbie, the move really gave us the chance to, again, take a look at some of our history and the mementos from it.
In Hazleton, for Wyln News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Luzerne County Council meets tonight. On the agenda, planning for the future, or at least the next 3 years. Council members will be looking at ideas given by the Strategic Initiatives Committee as to improving life in Luzerne County. One of the suggestions, identify revenue resources other than property taxes. Council members will also be offering their suggestions. Tonight's meeting, 6 o'clock at the Luzerne County Courthouse. Staff members and clients from a local nonprofit organization helped clean up and restore the Greater Hazleton Rails to Trails earlier today. WYLN's Maria Senti gives us a first-hand look at what they did to help out.
Hundreds of people travel through the 7-mile stretch of the Greater Hazleton Rails to Trails every year. But one group stopped by today for a different reason.
So far, we've been painting a bench. We painted it bright orange. We're gonna be pulling weeds. That's the next thing we're gonna be doing.
Thank you, Katie. You're welcome.
Katie Wildrick normally works as an employee trainee at a nonprofit organization called Avenues. But today, she and about 20 others from the organization took on different work assignments to keep the trail in good shape.
It's really good, really good. I love helping out nature, you know. It's a beautiful thing.
Whether it's by weed whacking, clearing out rocks, or painting benches, Avenue's staff members and clients aimed to restore and clean up the trail in any way they could.
It's nice to be able to give back to the community. We are always fortunate to have companies come in and do work at Avenue, so it's nice to be able to give back ourselves as well.
But Avenue's marketing manager Stephanie Strohecker says the organization's reason for participating goes far beyond just giving a helping hand.
Back in April, we had our first 5K for Avenues, and we actually hosted it here. So as a thank you and to give back to the Greater Hazleton Rails to Trails, we came up today to have our work party.
Strohecker says this project is not only good for the community, but it also benefits Avenue's clients that have disabilities.
It makes them feel good to be able to help people, just to be able to get out, and it's not that they're just sitting around, so they get to get out today and do some work and socialize with different people that they may not see every day.
It was Avenue's first time participating in a project like this at Rails to Trails. Strohecker says she hopes it's the first of many to come. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Thank you, Maria. Good luck to them. Coming up on Ellen Gown's News Choice, Hazleton Rotary has a beer fest coming up, and we have the details in Community and You. Plus, a popular area bike ride to benefit St. Joseph Center is coming to Cunningham. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Time to bring the action in Pocono. Fire them up. Here we go. No attack, no chance. Watch the madness of this. Oh, it's violent. Look at that. There's something going on over there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We earned this one. Off the day. Pocono City, buddy.
It's summertime. Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. We're going to talk about summer activities and how you can stay chiropractically healthy all summer long. That's what's coming up this week. Join us.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Gary Perna, and I'm joined by Jim Kelshaw, who's the co-chair of the Wine and Beer Festival put on by the Hazleton Rotary Club, a great event we talk about every year. I think it's an event a lot of people love to see here in the greater Hazleton area. And Jim, first of all, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
So the Wine and Beer Festival this year will take place on Saturday, August 26th at the Babe Ruth Fields in Hazel Township. So for somebody who may not have been to the festival in the past, kind of explain what goes on, what's it like, and what people enjoy.
Great, thanks. Well, it's a tremendous community event. First of all, it's I want to say for Rotary, it's one of our largest fundraisers to help us with our community outreach and projects that we do annually. But we throw this, it's a tremendous party. From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on a Saturday at the Babe Ruth Field. We have live music. This year we have cartoon and ostrich hat playing. We have over 50 craft beers that are going to be available for sampling. We have over a half dozen wineries with sampling. We have arts and crafts. We have food vendors there. Stuff to just make it a really, really wonderful event.
Now, we're not going to hold it against you, but a couple of years ago they brought samples on with us to have, so we won't hold that against you right now. But it's a great event because today there are a lot more craft beers and maybe wineries in the area than there were before. So this is a great way for some of those smaller businesses to get out and kind of get their name and their info out to everybody.
Absolutely. You know, it's a great event, and you can sample as much as you want. Of course, we ask everybody to do it reasonably, but taste some of the different varieties that are out there. Microbrews have taken off so much in this country, and we have some really, really great craft brews here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and we're looking to have almost all of those in our corner of northeastern Pennsylvania represented at the event.
Wonderful. And this is a great event because I remember when I first started here at TV, it was the beer festival, and it kind of has grown to include wine. So husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, fiancés can come, and it's a great event for the adult crowd of the greater Hazleton area.
Right, absolutely. You know, adding the wine tasting, just bringing that extra element that comes through, they always go together, the beer and wine, but a little bit of something for everyone. Usually the bottles are available for purchase from the vineyards as well at the event. If you like tasting it, you can take some home at the end of the event. The food, we have area vendors coming in, local tastes, pizza, cheesesteaks, pierogies, while you're enjoying the band. Mystic Yoga is going to be doing demonstration throughout the event. It should be a wonderful time.
So you can wine, beer, and then yoga some of it off at the end. And this is a big, huge fundraiser, your biggest fundraiser for the Rotary Club. So talk about some of the projects that this really goes to help benefit.
Great point. Rotary, we have quite a few annual projects that we do. One of the more successful, I think, is we have a Kids for Coats campaign where we donate winter jackets to area children. We hand out dictionaries to elementary school students. Kind of a wonderful event, and the kids really look forward to it every year coming through. We give it out to a certain grade level throughout the Hazleton area school district. Last year, and a couple of years prior to that, we've run DUI simulators for high school students as a form of awareness. We also do a holiday shop for area kids that are needy. Take them out, and we fund the gifts that they can provide to their special ones.
And that's great. A lot of great work. I know Rotary Club has been in the area for a long time, does a lot of great work, and is behind a lot of projects. So if somebody wants to come out to support the Rotary Club, tickets in advance, how much are they? Could they get them that day, and where should they go?
Great. They are available at the door. They're available for $25 the day of the event. They can be purchased in advance for $20. Best way to do that would be go to our website, which is hazeltonrotary.org. We can also send me an email at hazeltonbeerfest@gmail.com. We can get in touch with you. There are, as we're coming closer to the event on August 26th, there are going to be different spots that they will be available for purchase at other area locations.
Wonderful. So a lot going on. So the Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival, Saturday, August 26, 2017. Come on down from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Babe Ruth Fields in Hazel Township. Of course, Ostrich Hat will be performing. Our very own Jeff Bonomo will be there, and cartoon throughout the day as well. So come out and have a great afternoon. Hopefully the weather will be nice and sunny and everyone will get to have a good time. Benefit some great local programs that the Hazleton Rotary Club puts together each and every year. And of course, without the Rotary Club, we'd truly be lost here in the greater Hazleton area with a lot of work that they do. So Jim, thank you so much for coming on. Did I miss anything?
Just come out and enjoy yourself. Over 700 people last year, so it should be a great time for the community.
Wonderful. Well, Jim, thanks so much for coming on. And of course, we invite you to come out on Saturday, August 26th for the Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival at Babe Ruth Park in Hazel Township.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Friday, WNEP meteorologist Joe Snedeker will bike into our area as he pedals to raise money for St. Joseph's Center for Children and Adults with Disabilities. Friday from 3 to 7, WNEP and the Go Joe crew will be in Cunningham to end the day. Cunningham officials say they're making a party out of the event, and of course you're invited. People will be selling food and baked goods on the grounds of the borough office on Main Street. Proceeds from the sales and donations all go to St. Joseph's Center in Scranton. Borough officials are encouraging everyone to come out and support Joe. At the Cunningham grounds, volunteers will be selling food. Dunkin' Donuts, one of Snedeker's sponsors, will also be selling iced coffees, and there will be fire trucks and entertainment by DJ Harry C. To get to Cunningham, however, Joe still has to travel through Pottsville, Minersville, Lavelle, Mount Carmel, Ashland, Girardville, Shenandoah, Mahanoy City, Shepton, and West Hazleton. I'm tired just after all that, on his way to Cunningham. Snedeker will finish the tour on Saturday at St. Joseph's Center in Scranton, where their festival will be underway. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.